Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. See, no one else can like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I won't please you any way I can. I want you in my world, don't you understand? Your love is no one in a million. Goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is running a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, and welcome. After enjoying this commentary, be sure to run over to our website, www.kushe.online, for this great t-shirt and more. Kush takes the stress out of getting dressed.
Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Times I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And welcome to today's live presentation. Y'all, we had to come on to the situation room and hit the desk because we got a few conversations to talk about. I hope everybody's been having a great Monday morning so far. I was until I accidentally ran my car off the side of the driveway in front of my house. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me to look up there just to make sure there was no decline or off ramp or off whatever they call those. But I didn't, and it was. So that's what we got to deal with this morning. But before I deal with that, I decided to walk away and deal with this. Y'all, we talking about Peach McIntyre today. You know, she's been throwing shade and she's saying now that she's having relationship issues again, and we gonna talk about it. Honestly, this situation has just really made me look at this entire perplexity different. And I don't see Wood the same way I did. It is obvious by how he handles the kids that he is the parent that spends more time doing the parenting, although she's the one that's having them. And we can't say he's being forced into anything because he know what it takes to make kids at this point, and he keep making them. But when you have a situation that's brought up on you, whether you want it or not, and then you don't act the way another person acts in that situation, and you don't act the way they want you to act, does that make you wrong, or does that just make you do what you want to do? You're just doing what you want to do. Like, right or wrong, you're just doing what you want to do. So that's kind of where I am with this situation. I feel like Wood is just being Wood. His way of acting has been consistent, and Peach wants something from him that is unrealistic because she can't even offer it, and that's just where we are. Let me jump over here into the chat to see if I have anybody over there. Hey, Kenya, welcome this morning. Thank you so much for taking the time to come check us out. And again, happy holidays. Hey, Sophie, welcome. Good morning and happy holidays. Hey, Dollar Tree. I just came from the Dollar Tree. I came from the one that's combined with Family Dollar. I don't know why I thought it was two separate stores, but here's just one store, I guess, with all the stuff in there. But good morning, Boo. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Shayna. Good morning, Kenya and Karen. I hope you guys have had an amazing morning so far. Thank you so much for coming over here in the situation room and getting into this conversation with me and the rest of the squad. Guys, as you know, we do have a membership I'd like to go ahead and introduce to you guys. I hope that you do take the time to check it out for just $1.99. It's a way to support the channel by becoming a member. I don't have it up, but I will drop the link if you're interested. Otherwise, you can just go to my channel and hit the join button, and all the information will be there. Also, guys, if you will, please hit that like button for me. If you're new, I hope you do enjoy the commentary and choose to stay and become a subscriber. And all of you that are a subscriber, make sure your notification bell is hit so that you will get the notifications when we are going live, when we are uploading, and when we do post to our community wall. But y'all, we talking about Peach McIntyre, honey. First of all, I did a video. I hope you guys have the opportunity to look at. Posted. It went up this morning. Also, there was another um, live that we did yesterday. We not only talked about Sky, but we talked about Peach and the situation with her now saying that her and her husband are having relationship issues. She's upset because Wood will not get up when she wants him to. She was upset Friday that Wood decided to spend his weekend, and he's basically deciding to spend his evenings at the casino, which, being that he's spending his weekends or evenings at the casino, that's an hour drive one way. So not only do they not have a lot of time, not only do they have two kids in a NICU, but Now they are making their situation more complex, and she says Wood is making it more difficult for her. But sweetie, you knew your situation before you went into labor. I mean, where did you think you were going to leave those kids when you went into labor? What did you think Wood was going to be on Friday night? All day Friday, you said that you knew Wood was going to leave. You knew that. So, what are you upset about? And you're right, Kenya. When did they ever not have relationship issues? I mean, that is y'all relationship. Y'all relationship is issues. Now, the thing about it is with Peach doing more videos and talking more, she is putting out more information that we didn't initially have. The first thing that I wanted us to discuss is the fact that she mentioned while she was pregnant that she doesn't want her son to become a child helping raise his siblings because she says it's not fair. So they were having a discussion when she, I guess, was discussing the pregnancy with him and the other kids. And Gregory McKay was saying, "Mom, why do you keep having kids? Why don't you get rid of these two?" And I was really shocked by that. You know, she makes him as if he's like this Mr. Um, Mom type of kid. You know, he's obedient, he's all of these things. And, you know, just because he doesn't agree with her doesn't mean he's not like that. But um, she just said that, you know, I wouldn't have expected that from him. Let me just say that. Of course, it's a fair way to feel. Um, it's honesty because I mean, geesh, mom, like, why do you keep having babies? Why do you keep making it hard for our family? And every time you have another child, you make it more difficult for all of us, not just you, for all of us, because that's less attention that we have during this time period. Um, you know, our life has to change. Now, why she feels that her kids need to be out every day, all day is beyond me. Because let's be honest about it, guys. When has Peach ever had a consistent schedule for a 30-day period of time? When has Peach ever, by herself, taken those kids out and done whatever she wants other people to do with them? She want Wood to get up and take them from one park to the next, city to city. Why do they need to go to the parks every week, every weekend? I mean, yeah, you want them to have a fulfilled life. Sometimes being fulfilled is just being at home. Hey, Miss Cheeks, you know, enjoying time with family. Sometimes it's doing nothing. She wants to keep them busy, but she's not the one, even 50% of the time, that's doing it. The only time Peach is involved is when Peach is with everybody. Now, it seems to me in her mindset, in her mental issues, she has this divide and conquer type of mentality. She wants them to spend all their time together. She wants to create a scenario where Wood is consistently busy. Just like, for example, he's a stay at home dad. Who he keeping? The last two? I mean, and you had him in daycare, why you didn't keep him in there? Then when they were in daycare, what did you do? You and Wood just spent time together. You really didn't want him to be away from you. It was like you couldn't do anything without him. Now, if that's your situation, that's fine. But then why go keep having kids? Yes, we know you love your husband. Yes, we know you keep having sex with your husband. That don't mean y'all got to keep making babies. Seven is already a handful, especially with three of the seven under four. It's already a handful. Can y'all hear me? Nope. But what I was saying um, was that she wants them to stay together, just them. She wants everything to be her or would, as if that's realistic. Yeah, that you have some kids in school, but remember at one point in time, she took them out of school and called herself homeschooling, which she really wasn't homeschooling. She just had them at home. She had the kids at home because she wanted them to raise their kids as if everyone else in the world has something wrong with them and had the inability to effectively uh, train up her children, I guess you could say. It's crazy and it's unrealistic. Hey, Natural Joy. The apple don't fall from the tree. She talks disrespectful to her mama, and McKay is going to do the same to her. Well, I'm going to say this. Peach made a conscious effort to be who she was to her mama. But she's going to train her son to be who he is to her. He's always at home. He's a very different type of child. The only people that he really hung out with was his cousins, and then she alienated them from the rest of the family. She changed his school someplace that he finally got comfortable. He seems to have the same disposition to where Peach is not comfortable around people because of the type of person that she is. And she's going to make him like her. Now, I don't think he's going to ever be as disrespectful as Peach is because I don't think he's got the hateful, controlling spirit that she does. You're right, Kimberly. She does have a controlling spirit. The girl is, I don't know. But the fact of him saying that, she got up very upset about it. She said, heck no, I'm not going to get rid of my kids. I know what I'm doing. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to have my kids. Like, you shouldn't be in a position that you have to justify something to another child of yours. That means that that child really feels like, even with all the crap that you try to keep them doing, they feel like it's something that they're missing. Now, although dad is at home, dad does spend his evenings out. So every day he's not going to have them kids out. And really, it's unrealistic. Not only that, you got two kids in the NICU. You shouldn't be up and down the road. I was listening to someone else having a conversation earlier today, and one of the points that they made that was a very good point is, why do they not, for this period of time, get a Airbnb close to the city, maybe a two-bedroom, not to live in, but just to be there maybe for the week, the first week that the babies were here, so she wouldn't have to go far, they wouldn't have to go far, they would be able to come and see their siblings, they'll be able to skin to skin with them, and everybody could kind of get used to them. Not only that, when she did take the kids to the grandmother, she should have left them there for a few days. But instead of that, what did she do? She disrespected Tracy again. Somebody kept talking about her mom during her live, and she said, my mother really doesn't like keeping the kids. They was over there, but she wasn't happy about it. That lady was ecstatic that she got to see those grandkids. Peach's problem is that she can't control Tracy with money. She can't control Tracy with the grandkids. She can't control her, period. That's why she has no respect for her. Now, if her mother jumped every time she wanted to, if her mother was a non active mom that sat at home all day and would keep her kids day and night while she was chasing that man up and down the street or whatever it was she feels she wanted out of her mom, she would be okay with her. But because she wasn't that type of person, that's why she has a real issue. Another thing that she did is when she was calling the kids while they was at her mom's house, they wasn't answering the phone. They enjoyed being over there with their other family, and they wasn't showing her undivided attention. And she showed envy when she talked about it. They not even answering the phone for me. And then she made a point to tell everyone, my mom said that I'm sorry. She said McKay told me that he kept all the kids in one room, as if to say, although we was over there, we still stayed separate. Now, is that true? We don't know. Well, we know that it wasn't completely true because we seen Tracy on live. And I know at least one or two videos, the little baby was in her arms because, she hadn't seen him since he was born. And he enjoyed being held. He enjoyed being held. Now, she did admit when she first tried to hold him and stuff, he wasn't familiar with her. He did cry, but then he became familiar with his grandmother. And the other kids were saying, "Is this my grandmother for real?" to the grandfather. And then they kind of had to warm back up to her. But with all of that being said, that was Peach's way of trying to throw something in there like a curveball to try to make it seem like the kids really didn't have a good time over there. Them kids enjoyed their family. They enjoyed the love. They enjoyed being around different people. But unfortunately, for Peach, it's always going to be a problem. She doesn't give attention to anyone. Seems it seems, but the oldest. Yeah, she claims she does, but even when she's at home, a lot of time, where is she at? She's up in that room uh recording. Also, y'all know she has her own garage. She could go live in her garage. She doesn't have to go up to that room, but that's her way of separating herself from those kids. She, I believe, loves her kids. She loves them for what they can do for her. She loves them for the fact that they're hers and Wood's, that they're his offspring. She loves that he loves them, and she loves that she can use them for manipulation. The apple don't fall far from the tree. She talks disrespectful to her, and McKay will do the same. Yeah, like I said, he will probably be reared that way. I don't think that he's a naturally disrespectful child or has that um disrespectful spirit that she has. They will not have a fulfilled life in those living conditions. It's a dysfunctional household. The mother is unfit and toxic. The daddy is a lazy, unemployed cheater. He is a cheater. He is unemployed. And he is, I'm going to say, half lazy. Because when it comes to most of the cleaning, it's Wood. When it comes to most of the kids being taken care of, it's Wood. I don't disagree. Let me see what you're saying. I don't agree with the notion Wood doesn't do anything. We've agreed he is the more hands-on parent, the one who cleans and cooks, just like I said. Yep, you're right, Miss Cheeks. About half the time he is the stay-at-home dad. Him working will cost them more money. I mean, but where he gonna go work at? Everything that Wood has had, Peach has destroyed. He had a successful business, and that was a very physically demanding business. And let's be honest, if I was him, I would probably resent her for taking that from me, because it was him. It's something he built from the ground up. Peach takes advantage of what she does, and she used them kids against him. And his thing was, someone mentioned, in one of the videos, she talked about how he was like, because she said she was going to give up trying to take the baby's milk up there. Now, when it comes to kids in a NICU, premature kids, they don't suggest having regular baby milk. Now, there was at one point a baby milk for premature kids, but I don't know if they are discovering that the milk can cause issues in some of the preemies. So, just for the sake of trying to be helpful to the babies, I think that is why they stopped allowing kids in a NICU to get regular baby milk. As a matter of fact, now they go to a milk bank. If the mother cannot provide the milk, they usually try to get it from a bank because it's better for the newborns. So that's one thing. But of course, she is a mother who wants to breastfeed. And to be honest, especially for the first 1 to 2 weeks, Peach should stay at the hospital. She's saying that she needs to be home with the kids. Peach needs to be home so that she can tell Wood what to do and keep the kids busy by her standards. We've never seen Peach maintain a schedule for 30 days. We've never seen Peach take them kids out anywhere alone. Anytime they go to any park or anything, it's him doing it. Whether she's there or not, he is there. Even when she's there, she's holding maybe the smaller kid. She loves the newness of the babies and stuff, but once they get big, she gonna do them just like the Jacksons used to do their babies. They go in the power with the rest of them. They loved being with Tracy, especially the baby. He loved being held by her. He did. You could see that. And it's not that, she didn't do, or that, Wood and her don't hold or anything. It's not even about that. I mean, a mother can be a mother, but a mother can't be grandma, and so on and so forth. And those kids should have a village. They deserve that. Who you calling the evil wench, Miss Cheeks? You talking about Peach? Hey, Sunrose. Oh, hey, Valerie. I'm sorry. I don't think I spoke to you when I first seen your message. I do apologize for that, love. Hey, Shayna. I didn't even know you were gone. Okay, love. Hey, San, hi. Welcome to the chat. She kept making statements like Greg was keeping watch to make sure the kids weren't hurt. Correct. Peach actually made a statement like that, but I didn't even want to talk about that because it was so ridiculous. If you even felt that it was a possibility, something like that going on, baby, you should have kept your kids in the waiting room at the hospital if it was that deep. Or dad should have went and got a hotel room. I'm sure y'all got some free rooms at the Hard Rock and took them kids up there. I mean, you shouldn't even had your kids nowhere. And if having new kids mean that you have to put your other kids in harm's way, you need to stop having them. I mean, let's keep it real. She's utterly ridiculous with the things that she did and said. And I mean, it makes no sense. It really doesn't. Peach Peach wanted to start her own business, and so she wanted him to stay home with the kids. So when he basically didn't want to just close his business, she started leaving with the car, leaving him at home stranded, basically ruining the business. So probably ruining his reputation for a period of time as well, because basically it was like he just wasn't showing up. So now that he don't work, everybody talks trash about this man not working, but for all we know, he's probably still feeling the ways about how she handled that. I mean, let's keep it real. That's a lot to do to somebody. So the one time he was actually being a man trying to hustle, you took that from him. Now that he's not doing what you want to do, You are talking trash about him. You're saying that he's making it difficult for you. You're saying he's talking trash about the milk for the kids, which he could be, because his thing may be, look, I told you 2 kids ago I ain't want no more kids. Now, yes, we both made these kids, and we both are 50% responsible. But you want me to stay home during the week and take care of the babies? The evenings are mine, and the weekends are mine. I'm going to do that. But that's all I'm going to do. I'll take them out when I want, but when I don't, I'm not. And see, that's what she has a problem with. It's not that Wood won't do, it's Wood won't do what she wants him to do. That's the problem. Peach, like, people's feeling sorry for her. Pete, yeah, she's creating all of these unrealistic tasks for herself, talking about how she's going to, be on top of the world by doing all of these things. And then when she doesn't do them, I just feel like such a failure. And Wood is making it hard for me. He won't be my soldier in the streets and a freak in the sheets and all of this crap. I mean, that's how she handles stuff. And quite frankly, I feel like she's operating in delusion right now, completely delusion, because thinking she can be attentive to her kids and then thinking she can go home and act like she didn't just give birth 3 days ago or 4 days ago is diabolical. She thinks she's doing her job by going to the hospital once a day, taking milk up there and doing an hour of skin to skin and then going home. Since when was it the responsibility of the NICU nurses to parent? They just supposed to keep the baby well. There should be able to be someone at that hospital with them kids at all times. And quite frankly, she needs two nurses. She needs a nanny for the 40-hour period when the kids are out of school. And then when it's holidays and things like that, she needs a nanny for 4 hours during the day to come in, maybe cook breakfast, make sure the kids are up and good, and cook lunch. And then they have a break, and then they night nanny come. And they can all be male nannies, so she ain't got to worry about a husband. Then she can maintain her schedule. Wood does his part still, but when he's not doing his part and you still got to work, you got your nannies there. Pay for that, and everything else fall in place. Just make sure you pay your bills. She needs to really find her about an acre of land, get her a refurbished trailer and fix it up. She needs to pay cash because Peach is not going to be able to buy nothing. She got too many tax liens, and nobody's going to close a loan for her. She hated those kids were happy at Tracy's. She did. She was very jealous about that. And then when people talked about it and said how good it was, she said she didn't really want to keep them. She don't like keeping kids. She probably don't like being your slave to keep your kids. You want her to have your kids every weekend, but you got 1,000 of them. Let's be real. Wood needs to pick himself back up and lead and stop allowing peace to control things. Wood does need to lead. Wood does need to be the man. And they need to sit down and have an agreement on what he's gonna do, what he's not gonna do. He needs to lay the law down, and how much of the household income needs to come to him as the father. Because although there are a lot of households where the mother makes the money, but you gotta be equal. You can't be trying to use the money to control him, and then every time you get pissed off, you want to take the money from him. That ain't how that works. If they work that all out. But the problem is, Peach is controlling. Peach does have mental health issues. Peach also has a jealous spirit. And I'm not talking about just because he cheats. She doesn't want If him and those kids start getting too close, she gonna put a anchor in that. Like she's gonna stop anything that she can't control, and that's just who she is. Another thing that Peach talked about, not only did she talk about the mom, she was throwing shade. I do believe at some point in time she's going to try to allude that something happened while them kids was over there. Not in a essay type of situation, just anything. She's gonna find something to throw in the plans. And my question is, a person like her with an addictive personality and that has a spirit where she wants to control and manipulate, and she also with that addictive personality. I brought that up because I feel like she's addicted to being pregnant as well and having babies, but she really don't want to put the day-to-day hard work into raising them. She just wants to have them. Will this ever end is my question, because as I said in the video I did the other day, hey Passion Lisa, um a part of the reason that placenta previa happened is Peach, because of how she handles her body, because of how she jumped right back up having that baby, because of the fact that she did have to have an unplanned C-section. So, it's different when it's a planned C-section versus unplanned and emergent. The way they have to open you up and the way they close you up. She didn't give herself time to heal. She has age risk factors. It was a multiple high risk pregnancy. It was so many things that made that placenta previa um, something that was going to happen to her. Not only that, now that she has had it once, it's likely that she will have it again. And then the fact that I think all of I think the babies are identicals, and they were in there together moving around, so they probably affected that as well. And then the way she gyrated around just made it easier for her placenta to tear. It was just a perfect storm of things, and she made herself get and be where she was. Hi, just me and Chet. I feel like the kids at home need her more than the ones in the hospital. I didn't realize how far away she lives from the hospital. Well, I mean, when you first having a baby, she just had a cesarean, and she is trying to breastfeed. That back and forth, I don't see how that is even sustainable. It's just a lot for a new mom. And I get that, she doesn't necessarily have to be there because they just laying in the bed, but at the same time, I mean, as things happen, somebody needs to be there at least half the day for those babies. Now, it's a different situation if it can't happen. Let's say Wood was at work all day. The kids are out of school and she needs to be home. Okay, that's a different situation. She can't be in both places, but it's two parents. They should have probably gotten them a place somewhere close so that the kids can, when they need to see mom and spend time with mom, they can come to the hospital. They have two siblings in the NICU. They should be able to spend time too. Now, obviously, that would be difficult being, having all of them come, but they could make it work if she was financially in the position that she alleged she was. Right? She keeps saying different things to see what lie sticks. My grandson was in the NICU for months, so I understand the situation. And, I'm sure it's a tough situation. I was blessed to never have a child in the NICU. But I'm going to be honest, if I had a child in the hospital, period, I'm going to be at the hospital. Now, let's say, like you said, your grandson was in the NICU for months. Let's say, her kids are probably going to be in there for a few weeks. Okay, let's say that's the case. With that being the case, she can't just check out of being a mom at home. I mean, basically, you know. Um, so she is going to have to find a way to make it work. But I would probably go up Monday. I would stay for the day. Tuesday morning, I would come home, let Wood go do what he got to do, be at home with the kids, and then go back the next day. I would do it like that and split my time because, you know, you don't want the kids to detach that's in the hospital. You don't want failure to thrive. You don't want any of that either. So it is important that you try to do both. But yeah, honey, she had me weak when she was on there talking about she was getting emotional when she read the little NICU mom's message. It's like, girl, I mean, the whole time that Wood was at the hospital, he was asleep anyway. Now you mad that he sleep at home? Like, what's really going on? We had different family members to go to the hospital at different times. Exactly. You had a village. She don't have that. She did that to herself. Now, even with a village or not, because she has all those kids, she does need a nanny at least for, I would say, 10 hours a day. She could actually send her mom. If they were on good terms, they wouldn't have to see each other. That's true too, Passion Lisa. But she already said I'm not making up with her, and she already done talk trash about the lady talking about she didn't really want to keep them kids. She don't like babysitting. She burnt all her bridges and screwed up all her. Even though the last time she had already burnt bridges, but everybody showed up for her. But ain't nobody finna do that this time. I had to travel an hour too. They have a lot of things in place to help you because most people have to go to work while their kids are in the NICU. That is true. They do. And the thing about it is, I mean, let's be honest, guys. Her situation is different because financially she's supposed to be in a better situation, but she's conducting herself as if she's poor as hell. A lot of people have asked her, could they send the kids stuff? And she made a little um, snapping message. Let me be clear. This is not your, how we, some of the subbies and stuff, when you follow people's channel, you call their kids your nieces and nephews. She was like, let me be clear. These are not your nieces and nephews. These are my kids, and I don't want y'all to do anything. Now, I get that she's saying that she can do for her kids, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that because you'll hear commentary channels as well. We're the main people that talk about stuff like that. By one token, oh, they always getting stuff from their subbies, but then it'd be the subbies who asked to get it. Now Jasmine, she just a damn user. So let me be clear. I ain't talking about the likes of someone like her. I'm talking about someone like Peach. One of her babies, she actually allowed people to send stuff. She doesn't go begging. Now there are some people who will beg, but if you have the camaraderie of your subbies and they ask you, please put up a wish list. We'd like to send something or give us an address to send it to. If they ask, give it to her. Especially if they ask a lot. I mean, come on, y'all. Now, if you asking them, okay, that's a different situation. But heck, it's even some people that do commentary, that expect their subbies to cash app and all of that. I mean, a lot of us don't, but we still have something that say that you can tip. I got it right in here. Now, I don't show it every time I go live, but I mean, quite frankly, this is for people who do commentary. We may enjoy to talk to you guys and stuff, but obviously, eventually the goal is to earn additional revenue from doing so. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. If they ask, let them do it if they want to do it. But if you a beggar, okay, I see why some people, like a Jasmine, every time something go on in her life, she need intervention. She needs somebody to help. That's not the job of her subscribers. But now, if they choose to, hey, we want to send something, just have a PO box. That way, if they send it, they do. If not, they don't. She'll put up a wish list and talk about the thing for 5 damn videos. Talking about, oh, ain't nobody do it because of this or that, or people fake this or that. Now, honestly, at first I ain't believe her, but recently I do believe her because she was showing proof. But hell, you talked people into doing it because you kept talking about the shit. Sorry, I had to get me something to drink. Hey, stay blessed, Shannon. You said if you was her mom, you wouldn't. You would have told her no. Keep your own kids since you don't fool with me. There's been a lot of conversation about that. And the consensus is that most people say they would have opened the door because it was the grandkids. However, by them not having a conversation before that door was open, it does leave the room for Peach to try to start something by lying. However, me personally, I would have called and said, look, I understand you in an emergent situation, but I'm gonna need a apology or something. I mean, by how you treated me. I've always wanted to be there for my grandchildren. I would have told her that. But I think it's only fair that I ask that you at least acknowledge you was wrong by how you handled me. Something. We would have had to have some type of words because she just did that lady wrong. And I'm not saying the stuff she said was wrong because I don't know. What I am saying is that she did her mama very wrong and disrespectful by putting it out there. Especially about the shitting on the shirt or whatever. Like I said, girl, baby, when I heard that, I was speechless. Cause first of all, what? And second of all, damn. That's what I was thinking at the same time. Breast milk is best, but 9 kids mean you're gonna have to compromise on some things. Yeah, and I agree. But here's the thing, Passion Lisa. She don't have to compromise on that because that could cause more problems down the road. But let's say that, like you said, you feel that she could have been at home. Okay, let's compromise by I can't be up there all the time, but I can send milk once a day. Whether it's me going one today, daddy going tomorrow, me going the next day. However, you know, but so if it's best for those kids that they have breast milk, I'll try to get them breast milk. If I can't meet the needs of the child, I would probably see if they can get it from a bank before I let them give them formula, especially when I know that can cause situations with NICU babies. And there is a lawsuit about that. Hey, Divinity Nicole. Yep, you caught me live, love. I'm going to try to get a little more um, organized with my lives so that I can let you guys know several hours beforehand that I'm going to go live. Also, so that you can expect me certain times of the day. I'm working on that. That is definitely something I'm working on. So just give me a little time because I mean it's just it's important when you have people that would like to support, and I do appreciate you even being happy to be here and you being here. I really do. And she don't want. Here's the thing: everybody talks about him working because obviously the man should be the provider. But y'all, Peach don't want him to work. Peach really wants him to be in her face all the time because as long as he's there, she know he's not doing anything anywhere else. And this is, and also I want to speak on that situation with the cheating and the condom. Number one, I think Wood cheats regularly because he can and he know Peach ain't going nowhere. Number two, I don't think that condom was him. I think that was Peach doing that. That's why he wasn't messed up. And you know what? Number three, I feel that's another thing I wanted to speak on. I think Wood is finally tired of being disrespected and treated like crap in public. And that's why he's starting to tell her things like, I hate you, I'm going to leave, blah, blah, blah. He is tired of being the dog. Even though that may be his position, I think he's tired of being publicly ashamed and ridiculed. It was cute at first because it was about the money, but they up here broke half the time, and still he's still doing it. It's like, why do it now? That's probably what he's saying. That's why he be talking back to her now and stuff. But he started it. Now he gonna have to finish it. My daughter-in-law had 3 refrigerators of milk. I got a speeding ticket going to Duke taking milk. Yeah, people do it. And honestly, she's got twins. I know a girl, Glory Johnson. She had twins. Glory's babies came, oh God, I think 24 weeks, just barely past the viable age. Her baby literally kicked so hard it kicked right out of her uterus. She was a basketball player. She is a basketball player. Her daughter, her twins, when she first had those babies, honey, she just started pumping, 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 pumping. And there was never a situation where she didn't have enough milk. So your body can produce it. But with all that Peach has going on, all that Peach has coming, and all that she's planning, and then the stress of it all, that can seriously affect her supply. Not to mention, if she doesn't take in enough calories, that's another thing that's going to mess it up. I'm not saying Peach is broke, but I don't believe she got the money she say she had. I am with you. I think she might be making about 20 a month, anywhere between 15,000 and 20,000 a month. But I think about five of that goes to Hard Rock over the month between her and him. But I don't think he puts it out like her. I think Wood likes to hang out. He loves being in Tampa. He loves being around people. He kicks it with his homeboys. He kicks it with his, side chicks or whatever if he still got them. I really don't think it's about spending a lot of money. I think he's starting to realize that. But you know what else I think? I think Will got a little change in the bank apart from her. I believe when she gave him that 55, I don't think he got completely broke. Now, I ain't saying a lot of money, but like a couple of grand, I think he probably has an account that he keeps a little change in. When she puts him out, he goes. Like he don't beg her for nothing. And when he be gone, he be gone. So if he don't, what is he living off of? I believe that man got some money put aside. And when he do gamble, I don't think that he loses all his money. I think he wins too sometimes. He just keep his mouth shut. Kimberly Facts. I never believed it. Yeah. She used to accept gifts. She did with baby, they said. Saying the more they more than likely have programs to help parents, but Peach can't be honest with social services trying to avoid CPS involvement. Quite frankly, saying I believe that CPS is already involved, even if it's just to review the situation, because this girl, this is her second Emergency C-section in 2 years with no well established prenatal care. I don't believe that they're not involved. If they aren't, that state is failing those babies. I've even gone to NICU for other family members. I gave my approval because they just couldn't be there. I didn't make any medical decisions or was told anything the parents didn't want me to know. Exactly. I mean, it's important for the babies to have somebody coming up there touching on them, talking to them. It helps them thrive. When kids have nothing but the nurses, sometimes the nurses have to do the skin to skin and different things. Otherwise, those babies won't make it. And if you're not up there enough, they that in itself can get somebody involved. Now, I don't think it's a end all be all though, because I knew a lady. I used to watch her channel, Cleosha J. She had a set of twins. Her kids were several hours away, and her husband worked every day, and she had four other kids at home. She couldn't be there. Finances may have played a role in it too, but she did have to send milk back and forth, and I think they got the milk up there. But if it was ever a time that she couldn't, I believe she mentioned that they had a bank they could get it from. Because those babies, she wasn't a breastfeeder, but twins in her NICU, they couldn't get regular milk. Honestly, y'all, I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother. I don't know what I would need or how I would handle how her situation with her mom. Honestly, in my mind, I can't imagine it. Now, I don't have the things in my world that her and her mother have. Some of the things that she said, I don't have that type of relationship. But at the same time, if I felt that mine and my daughter's relationship was going a certain way, I would have to pull back and try to fix something. I would have to try to respect her as an adult, and I would also have to try to fix the love between us. Like that just would not be okay with me. Um, but we're gonna give and take in that thing. We're gonna work on it. When baby 8 and 9, when it's baby 8 and 9, you can be you. Wait a minute, I can't see that. You can be there all the time. That's why you consider things like that when you keep having children. Yeah, she should have two nannies. She should have a full time nanny, and over the holidays and situations like this, she should have an additional part time nanny. I mean, I'm just being honest. It takes a village to raise a child. She isolates herself on purpose. Strong people accept help. Oh, so your daughter had the baby at 26 weeks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I can just only imagine. Hey Rose, welcome to the live. Where's Wood's family? Do they live close by? She has disrespected his mother. She got into it with his mother. She put personal, intimate things about his family out there. When we say that Peach has alienated herself and her kids from everybody, we mean everybody. My kids were teen parents, so I was very involved. Duke Hospital is amazing. They make miracles happen. They have the Ronald McDonald House too. I'm sure there's one in Tampa, but she don't want to use it. Yeah, Kimberly, I do. I think he got a little change. He probably keep about $1,000 or so in an account somewhere, just so for situations like this. They say he gets Social Security. Honestly, I don't believe that part. I don't know. I just don't. He's quiet, but he ain't slow by any means. She's being watched. That's why she's calm. If she acts too crazy, they might affect the babies going home. Well, it has been said during these last few days that those nurses are very aware that she is on social media and they're starting to watch. So there's a lot of information at their fingertips. With that being the case, I mean, her acting calm now has nothing to do with the fact that she has so much negativity out there. So if they really want to know her disposition, talking to her is not going to tell them anything. Spending a couple of hours just watching a few videos on that channel, baby, that'll tell it all. Yeah, Woods family does live in Tampa. Hey, JC, welcome to the live. When I tell you Duke doesn't miss a beat, those nurses took such good care of those babies. You get direct access to them when you're not there. Yeah. Um. Now the young lady that I was telling y'all about that was far away. She lived in Alabama, I believe. But what I do know is they called her every day with updates. I think twice a day, in the morning and then the afternoon. So they gave her as much information as she could, but she just couldn't physically be there. That's what I'm saying, Passion Lisa. CPS is already involved, but no legal things like judge ordering them to let CPS in that apartment to see those kids living area. Yeah, I believe that the CPS is involved by way of at least a social worker that just reports information to them. But that doesn't, everybody that has a file at CPS doesn't necessarily have a case at CPS. Now, I don't understand why they have not requested to talk to someone in her family, whether it's just her and Wood. And, with all of these cases that she's had, the fact that she's had no prenatal care, that should at least be a conversation. Because I don't understand why that is okay in 2024, especially in a place where it is readily available. Yeah, but I think if he needed her, like if he needed his family, I really think that his family would talk to him. But he just, I mean, Wood is just Wood. I think that if you don't talk to him, he don't talk to you. I mean, and it's not that he don't love them. I think it just is what it is. If he had to leave there, he could go to his mama. But that's another reason I don't think Peach will put him out, because Wood got people. Even if it's people in the streets, I believe that Wood has people. Peach now, she's the one with nobody. But she's doing her best to make him like that, so he will have to come toward her. Hey everyone. Wait a minute. Hey everyone, I'm going to say it one more time. She is deliberately hurting these children to beat the system. God taking care of these babies. Wood got get Social Security and she does too, 6 checks. Well, I've never heard that part about her getting Social Security. I've definitely heard it about him. And if that's the case, um, I wouldn't understand how she doesn't have CPS more in her life, because being that they're giving money to the household, and she consistently gets evictions filed, Social Security should have called her in at this point, and there should have been more done about that. Of course, the hospitals treat women of color very different during pregnancy and after labor and delivery. A woman doesn't have to have prenatal care. They can't force you to do so. Well, in some states it is illegal. Um, it just is. I know a girl who had a baby. She actually ended up delivering at home, but when she went to the hospital and she had not had any prenatal care, They still called CPS. She didn't know she was pregnant was the story that she told them, and maybe she didn't. I don't know that part, but I do know that even though she claimed she didn't know she was pregnant, CPS still got involved. Like they don't play about that because it costs too much money for kids to go to the NICU. So if you could have avoided that, usually that's a charge on you. Wood's family has his back. He can go to his mom anytime she not allowed in Wood's family's face. Well, I hope that everything turned out all right with your babies, Jackie. Peach would have to be willing to give up things in her life and make those sacrifices she needs so she could have a nanny or nannies. Well, she gonna have to do some because realistically speaking, 9 kids and the only people that they have in the world is their mom and daddy. I don't understand how she's gonna do that. The Henrys, they have a doula that delivers their kids. But even with that, they have regular care with them. Um, and they have ultrasounds in the whole 9 yards. So even with that, it's one thing to have a doula and deliver with the doula. It's another thing to not see nobody and then show up at a hospital 9 months pregnant. That's like a totally different situation. Yeah, I heard Wood was a grandpa. Now that's true too. Also, someone was making a statement about Choice being aggressive with some kids. Now, this is something I haven't seen anyone talking about Choicey, but I hope this is not something that's recent because Lord knows he don't need to be putting his hands on nobody how they say he did at that lady house. Yes, it must be certain states because here you can have a midwife and act as your own if you have kids already. I do know 2 girls that did that. They had their first baby in the hospital. The second one they had a midwife. The third child they delivered on their own. But the thing is, they did not show up at a hospital needing a C-section or having a high risk pregnancy. Their kids came out perfectly fine. Now, I do believe the one that delivered her own baby, the last baby, I think she may have had prenatal care though, or at least at the beginning of the pregnancy to make sure everything was good. It's one thing to say you had a doula or a midwife, and then they deliver, you just report the birth to the Department of Vital Statistics and go on about your business. It's a totally different situation what Peach has going on. They don't care. Black lives do not matter, especially younger ones. If they were white or born addicted to crack, then yes. Other than that, they can be careless. Well, it's unfortunate if that's how Florida feels about its constituents because everybody paying taxes, whether they want to or not. But I mean, it is what it is. Her day coming, but Florida wants to keep your children, but she deliberately is a sociopath, but she's learning. I hope that's what you meant is a sociopath instead of social path, because I don't know what that would. Yeah, I think I said it right. Okay, hold on. It said my grandson would survive or even cry. Wouldn't survive. He in the living room right now, 14 years old. God is good. You ain't lying, Passion Lisa. Oh my God, so true. They give so little support to women of color. And I mean, that's unfortunate. But even with that, Peach, what she is doing is costing the state. And usually, even if they don't care for other reasons, they should care for that reason. Hi, Angel. Yes, that's why she took the short video down. It was when she told him to get num num. Are you referring to Tracy or are you referring to Peach? And you're saying, I'm assuming you're talking about Tracy. But yeah, someone was saying something about him handling somebody rough. So I'm assuming you're talking about Tracy. And Num Num would be one of the cousins. Oh no, phenomenal. But are we talking about Tracy or are we talking about the mother? But guys, yeah, I wanted to discuss these things with you all today. Um, about Gregory McKay asking her to not have any more kids, and the situation with her and Wood. So she claims they are now having issues. Now she did put up another video doing a tour of the hospital. I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it because she is so weird with her content. She basically uh doesn't want you to care about things, but then she wants to use it for what she feels is the benefit. Me personally, I watch some of her stuff, but I just don't watch everything. I just didn't have an interest of that. I just hope the kids are getting better. And being that she is putting so much content out there about her kids, I wish that she was giving us more information, like at least saying something about their gestational ages, their weight, their something, giving us something. But hey, that's how it is. Hey, thank you for always reading your supporters' comments. Oh, you are very welcome. Like I said, I try to read every last comment that is put up on my channel because I really appreciate everybody taking the time to, be a part of my channel, my lives, and things of that nature. So I definitely do try to read everything. Hey, Miss Moselle, haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been good. I also hope you've had a happy holiday. I can't wait until Gorgeous comes out with the book. That woman's have 9 kids and hate us all. Oh no, I hope that one ain't coming. Mamas. Yeah, Peach, she's something, all right. She shouldn't tell us anything else. I'm good, girl. You know that ain't happening. Since I saw that video this morning, she probably got about 3, 4 more videos up, honey, knowing her. She gonna milk everything. Now, what I want to see is how she gonna maintain this crazy schedule of hers and still do these classes she claims she's gonna do. That's where the interest finna be at. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. I didn't have much for you. Just wanted to have that discussion with you guys. Thank you so much, Sansa, and I really appreciate that love. I really do. I still see only one baby. Okay, now, and thank you for keep going. Period. Just me seeing. Be happy holidays, everyone. Let me make sure I read that right. I still see only one baby for now. Um, if you notice, when she shows her baby, she'll say baby A or baby B, but baby B is the one that has the tube in his stomach. Baby A is pretty much doing everything on his own. He's probably in there just for his lungs to fully develop and stuff. So they were right at the cusp of being okay and just needing weight. But baby B is the one that has a tube in the stomach. So that's how you can tell the difference between the two babies. One's got a tube, one doesn't. Um, and the one that has a tube usually always got his hands in his face. I love your community, and I'll never forget the read you did on Sky Laugh Out Loud. Man, Sky, oh, yeah, I'm gonna let that go because I probably would have started cussing her out again. That girl, it is just so sad and tragic. And then you look at her kids, they look disheveled and messed up. It's too much. Sometimes it be too much for me. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe before you go. See you later, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, love. Let me try to read these last few comments and then we gonna get out of here. Does she take the children to the doctor for shots? I'm going I'm assuming she does, but I can't say for sure. Cause she damn sure don't talk about it. I don't know what Wood do. I know he be at home with the kids, he cleans and he cooks. That I do know. I just don't see how she gets always with that. I don't see how she gets away without having prenatal care. Yeah, I agree with you. Y'all, whenever I hit a comment, it'll highlight the comment and then it put a little box right in the middle of it. I don't know why they do that, but it makes it hard for me to see it. And because I mean, I hate reading out loud anyway. I don't know. I always had an anxiety about that. But I really don't read as bad as some of these. How I'm messing them up. I'm not a Sky. I just want y'all to know because I don't want nobody out here talking about, "Ooh, she read like Sky." No, ma'am. Absolutely not. I just don't see how she gets. Okay, I read that one. Just me, just my opinion. This pregnancy outcome is because she lied about baby four was missing part of his brain. So let's talk about that real quick. I don't know how she explained it, but there was a part of his brain that wasn't developed and connected to another part. It's not missing. The whole brain is there, but a piece of it is not connected. It's called something of the corpus callosum or something like that. The next time we go live and talk to her, if you're in here, remind me. I'm gonna look that up. Something genesis of the corpus callosum. I can't remember, but I looked it up again because I wanted to understand it. But basically, the baby's brain is not missing, but it was a piece missing. Her brain is missing. That's why she said it how she said it, and it happened like how it happened. So yeah, Child Sky be having people fucked up, and she is. That girl is real life slow. Like she real life slow. She real life retarded. She's real life delayed. Like real life. She on the wine glass level for real. And I'm gonna let that go. But y'all, I thank y'all so much for being here. Please like the live and please definitely be sure to share. I will see you guys in the next video. I do have at least one more video that will go up later on this afternoon. And then I did have one go up at 11. So y'all please run your girl up. And I'll see y'all in the next one.